It was last night, 40 degrees this morning. Yeah, whatever. Oh, east wind. It's going to be warmer. East wind this time of year is usually colder. We're actually a few degrees warmer than we've been the last few mornings, but still 31, still freezing. It's not 40. Anyway, long night. Becky's been kind of snotty lately, kind of getting back into her chest, so she's back on antibiotics again. And she didn't sleep worth it all night. Coughed her guts out half the night. And had a really good dinner. She made good dinner. Chicken and pineapple and bell peppers, little sweet and sour sauce on top of rice. It was really good. Doesn't happen very often, but once in a while a bell pepper will sneak up on me, and one snuck up on me last night. My throat went instant crap. So then I spent the night coughing and sputtering and not sleeping well. Now it's time for these girls to go out. I just haven't said the magic words yet. Oh, one of the neighbor guys up there jumping on the road, so of course Blue has to let everybody know. All right. Because I don't want to be out here in the little breeze too awful long. Ladies, it's out time. Out, please. Rainy, easy. Red, get out of there. See, Red just gets in the middle. Blue's just nicely following. You got them all out? Are they all out? Easy. Okay. Thank you, boys. Even though Red's got to be a doof. Red! No. Thank you, Rainy. Good dogs. Now they're all going to go over there and expect me to feed them right now. Close, but not quite. I'm not going to do it yet. Blue! Blue, not yet. No. Come here, Blue. Yeah, he's thinking he's got to run them over there because that's how they went in yesterday. After we fed, they, of course, all came back out in the lot. So while I was getting bales put in here, Tylynn had Red and Blue helping her. I thought she was getting video of it too, but they worked really good. But she didn't, so you didn't get to see it. Sorry about that. But you got to see them work again this morning. And how Red, the doofus, just has to get in the way. But if you notice where Whiskey is, between the bin and the post right there, he'll participate once in a while. But like this, in the mornings like this, he doesn't. Because he knows that Red gets yelled at for being stupid. And that Rainy and Blue do the work. Here, spin you around. He likes to get behind me. Sneaky bugger. Thought I'd show you. If I turn around, nope, he's going to parallel me. If I can be walking along and Red will bump me in the heel because he's not paying attention, it runs into me. Oh, I forgot. Ty opened this last night and she actually hooked the chain on it, and I walked by and unhooked it. So I didn't have to walk out to the end of it. I should remember those things. Anyway, I'm going to go in and see what that float is like as you stare at the ground and I try to close the gate with both my hands full. And if it ain't full of water, I'm putting it together. I'm also going to go turn some water on because I just walked out there. I don't want to pack that stuff all over. So, we'll see what the day brings. Pretty sure you might see this thing at least getting filled up. And yeah, a little sticky out there. I think she's picking up the mud. Well, it ain't bad in the lane. I see some chunks and part of that's falling off on the way out, I'm sure. But I know that over there it's just nasty, but not much we can do about it. I'd rather do this when it's froze. If we didn't get it done before the rains years ago, we always got it on the frozen ground, and it don't freeze like it used to. There's your deer. There were 5 out there yesterday. coming back in with a half a load. She said the beaters quit turning. Yay. Usually it's the floor chain we tear up. So I don't know if she bumped the PTO lever and shut the beaters off, or got too big of a chunk at the beaters and stopped it, because that one's belt drive. This one's chain drive with a slip clutch. The other one's belt drive. So yeah, maybe she turned too sharp and caught the frickin' cover and knocked the adjuster out of whack. And I've been looking for the deers. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't see my screen. But there should be one about the middle of the screen. He's over the top of that railroad tie post out there in the neighbors. Anyway, I gotta see what's going on with it here in a second. She's almost up here. Yeah, we found the culprit. Beater shaft broke. You know how much fun that is.
No, it's not much fun when I go, oh fuck, and a whole bunch of other damn cuss words, because all of a sudden.
Because guess who's got to dig this out? She broke it. She's got to dig it out. Now I'll fire the Traco up and get most of it with the Traco. Then see if we can get it all apart.
I can take that one out and I can part this one.
She ain't new. We've had this one for 35 years at least, and it was old and wore out when we got it. It's like on its third or fourth life. So, but nothing a little time and a welder won't fix. A lot of cleaning up. I just can't get into the beaters. I scoop sideways. Careful not to tear the floor out. Bend the slats up. And then I spin around. And I put it over there. It's actually a little ways farther away than I usually do it. I haven't had to do this for a few years, so she forgot where to park, I guess. But she'll dig everything back she can, and I'll scoop everything up I can. Then I guess we're just going to turn the floor on and at least get the box emptied out. I do believe we got a little deficiency in the box. There's a joint right about there, and yeah, it's not exactly in the same position it was. However, both doors close the same, so I don't think it moved anything. It just busted loose. But of course, yeah, beater shaft just broke off. Nice thing with this one in the hydraulic floor, yeah, get the most out so it'll fit under the beaters, turn the floor on. I guess you could do that with you would do that with the other one too, where it's all off the PTO. You just gotta shut the beaters off. The only reason to shut these off is just so we don't do any more damage to the shaft. Not like it's gonna go anywhere. But get it cleaned up so we can work on it. I'm hoping the other end of the shaft ain't broke too, because it could be. I don't know. Things weren't wiggling the way I thought they should. But I know the drive end is broke off. Y'all saw that. Not a hard fix, just a pain in the ass, because you got to finish taking everything out to do it. After we redid the bearing on the other end quite a few years ago, that's not near the easy task it used to be. It wasn't easy to begin with, now it's just that much harder. Well, I'm going to say she's been broke for a while, she just didn't know it yet. The shiny part, that's from the two pieces rubbing together. And the rest of that, it's kind of rusty in there already. So it's probably been a while. Not like we don't abuse it a little bit. Hard part's getting the slug back in there and getting it straight, because it did not break off at the weld. It broke off. The tube itself actually broke. I got to get the slug off yet. At least I think the tube itself broke. So this almost looks like a cut edge. Not quite though. Over here it doesn't, and here it doesn't. And there's a chunk of weld sticking out there, so I was probably right at the weld. Either way, I just got to get it square and centered. Not too awful hard. Bad thing is, probably should make sure it's clean and dry in there. If it ain't dry, You know, even a little moisture like what's just right inside there will give it something to freeze. And yeah, that's all it really takes. It can't do it. Usually won't, but that can split one open if it's actually sealed good. But I gotta go take the clutch apart so I can get the slug out. And I don't think I'm gonna take the bushing out yet. We'll have to loosen it to put it back together, but I think I'm okay just to pull the slug out for now, get the chain off, get the clutch off, see what I gotta do. And while I'm sitting here thinking about it, we don't put any wear on these things, do we? Those should all come to a point about right there. That's how much is wore off, and we just replaced those 2 years ago. Probably should turn them around, but you know, you get more time out of them, but at the same time, that's a job in itself. That's a job to do when it's actually cleaned up good. At least we haven't broke any yet. Keyword, yet. There's 2 spares up there for it. Actually, 1 spare for this and 1 spare for the other one. I like the beater teeth for the other one better. They don't wear as quick because of their shape. See the shape? We've only replaced a couple on it, and it's got way more time on it than this set of paddles has. But I got my pliers so I can get to work. I finally got that out. Yeah, this one is not a very long slug. It's just barely there. On the other spreader, it goes in probably 6 inches. But right there's where it broke off, right against the weld. So I think I'm just gonna, I'll get it cleaned up, get the grease off of it, put it in a lathe. I'm gonna V that back so that I still have a shoulder here. Just V that back really good, and I'll grind the other part back, hopefully make it round again, and figure where my spot is so I can get it in the same place again, maybe, and make it hot. I'm not gonna do it tonight. I feel like shit. It's late. I should do it tonight, get it back together, but yeah, like I said, I feel like shit and it's late. So I'm gonna go in and call it a day after I let the cows in the barn. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully tomorrow you'll see that thing going back together. Until then, have a good evening. Have a great hump day. I'm glad our Tuesday's over. It was a Monday.